But it's an interesting thing because I remember there was a situation a few years ago, in which I got a call from my father to say that my mother was sick and had been taken to the emergency room at Andrews Air Force Base. My mother was sick, had been taken to the emergency room at Andrews Air Force Base, and she was dealing with a situation, a condition in which we had seen her have some very drastic and close to death issues before. My mother was sick. They had been taken her to Andrews Air Force Base for life-threatening kind of a situation that we had seen be very life-threatening before. They had taken her to Andrews Air Force Base, and I could not get on the base just by myself because I did not have Air Force ID, amen. I could not get on the base by myself, and so what happened was that I drove to the base, I parked outside of the base, and my father would come outside of the base, Lord have mercy, in order to get me on the base. My father would come outside the base, pick me up to get me onto the base. But what happened in this situation was that my father came outside of the base, he picked me up, and we were riding to the main gate at Andrews Air Force Base. That we are riding up, and you have all of these people in their uniforms. You have all of these Air Force guards in their automatic weapons. You've got all of these folks sitting there at the gate, and they're at the gate, and my father reaches down for his credentials, but I watch, and he does not hand them his Air Force credentials. He hands him his Secret Service credentials because my father, this former Secret Service protected the vice president, hands him his Secret Service credentials. The gentleman goes and grabs my father's credentials, and my father tells the gentleman all clear. It was an amazing thing to me. Okay, that went over your head. I'm going to come back for y'all. I said that the person at the gate who's going to let us in or tell us we can't get in is sitting there, and my father hands him his credentials and says, all clear. The gentleman then looks at his credentials, hands his credentials back and says, all right, y'all have a great day, and lets us go on. And I'm riding in with my father, and I look at my father, and I think, man, you got some swag, man, you are somebody. But Dad, I don't understand that I think you got it mixed up. Because I think that you were supposed to wait for him to say all clear, that he was the one, Lord have mercy, that was supposed to look at your stuff and let you know that it was all clear, Lord have mercy. I said, but you told him, God, Jesus, all clear. And my father said to me, son, you don't understand, but you have to understand that at the bottom, he said, son, he pulled out his credentials, said, read the bottom of those credentials. At the bottom of those credentials, it said, by the authority of the United States Secret Service, that I have been deemed, Lord have mercy, to be a person of honor, Lord have mercy, and someone worthy of trust. He said, he don't tell me all clear, I tell him, Lord have mercy, all clear. And you got to understand that something jumped up on the inside of me when he said that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Because when he said that to me, as we rode up to the emergency room, I walked up into the emergency room, and I walked past the nurses, and I walked past the doctors, and I walked into my mama's room, and I grabbed my mama by the hand, and I said, by the authority of Jesus the Christ of Nazareth, all clear. You shall be healed. All clear. You shall be whole. All clear. God is making a way. Have I got somebody in the house today that's willing to go back home and walk up into your house and say all clear? To go up on your job and say all clear? To grab your child by the hand and say all clear? To look at your bank account and say all clear? I wish I had somebody in here that would give God an all clear praise. Somebody shout all clear. Tell the doctor all clear. Tell the lawyer all clear. Tell the judge all clear that I know that God is working it out. See yeah. See yeah. See yeah. Somebody shout all clear. All clear in my relationships. All clear in my marriage. All clear in my community. All clear in my school system. Let the people of the Lord shout all clear. All clear. All clear. All clear.